Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Kayfabe podcast. I'm your host, Slick Nick, along with my two good friends, Stegan and Crocker, and Dan the Man! Gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Doing good.
Joey's got the fresh haircut over there, looking spiffy over there.
Spiffy, sexy, handsome.
Looking good for the ladies over there. Looking good for the ladies.
Fresh piece of meat for the women out there.
Fresh piece of meat. But yeah, so how's everybody's weekend? How's everybody doing?
Good weekend. Kind of stayed indoors though to the heat, but
the heat's been miserable down here.
I went for a hike earlier today, but that's about it.
Dan, shut up! Joey's trying to freaking talk. Joey's trying to tell the great hiking story, and you want to.
What was you saying?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, baby? Welcome to the show.
What was you saying, Dan?
How hot did it get up for you there today?
Oh, today it was in the 80s, but on Saturday and Sunday it was like near 100. So.
Yeah.
Well, before we get things started, I know we've been doing this for quite a while now. We've been doing this kind of wannabe sponsor me stuff. So I know it's kind of tradition. Dan, would you mind?
Go ahead and just let me hear it.
You ready? You ready?
Sweet sounds.
Wait, do I have to put it on echo?
Just give it to me.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Couldn't hear it. There's no carbon.
Wait. Let's see if I can do this. You ready?
Well, go.
I was gonna say you couldn't hear anything, but I forgot it's not carbonated.
Oh, give me a hell, yeah. Anyway,
hey, Liquid Death, you need to release a carbonated version just so Nick can open it on the air and it go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got the sparkling mountain water, which I will not drink that.
Yeah, well, just
it is horrible.
Well, Liquid Death, just send him it anyways for free, just so it can make the sound.
Just send it, and I'll throw it away because I will not drink that. I will not. As a matter of fact, that deserves a lovely can of Febreze. And do that. You know what I mean?
Hi, puppers. All right. Go lay down.
Okay.
Dan, you shouldn't talk to your wife like that.
Oh, he went there. Anyway. Don't talk to the first lady like that. The fuck's wrong with you? Anyway. Well. Anyway. So, we got a lot of stuff going on tonight. Raw is currently on. Neither of us are watching it. Fuck you, Cody Rhodes. Just saying, fuck you.
Hey, what was that whole countdown Cody timer? What the hell was that?
It's basically to hear him say he's a son of a plumber.
He's a son of a grandfather of a
plumber. No. He's a son of a common man.
Yeah.
And the grandfather of a plumber.
Yeah.
It's the same old bullshit every week with him.
Man, like, this may be unpopular, bro, but I'm already tired of Cody Rhodes.
I think we got somebody choking. Somebody needs to go do the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah.
The who?
Heimlich maneuver?
Yeah. Do you not know what the Heimlich maneuver is?
No.
That's the maneuver that you put your hands around a person and squeeze them really tight to get the material that's out of their throat.
You mean the shoulder, the chest press?
Yes, it's called the Heimlich maneuver.
The chest press, not the
no. It was made up by Dr. Heimlich. That's his name.
Yeah, it's called the Heimlich maneuver.
I've never heard it. Never heard the Heimlich. Never heard of the Heimlich maneuver, whatever it's called. Anyway, so we had a lot of wrestling stuff going on over the weekend. We had New Japan. Oh boy, New Japan. New Japan is under some fire right now with Kota Ibushi threatening to put the lovely text messages on Twitter all the scandal that's going on with him right now. I believe Kota Ibushi got not released, but he left New Japan. So what's next for Kota Ibushi? Joey, I start with you since you're the one that kind of brought that to attention.
Oh.
And the group.
Well, I have the tweet pulled up.
Well, wait. While y'all do that,
what I was gonna say is what I was gonna
bad boy right here.
What I was gonna say with the whole
IWGP heavyweight title.
I don't know how much of travel is going on between Japan and the U.S. right now. So I don't know. He might be just taking a break from wrestling. Period. I don't know how he would do in the U.S. in AEW or Impact or whatever. Right. Definitely not WWE.
No.
Well,
he was in WWE for a little bit, but that was only for the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, I just meant WWE now doesn't even want anybody from Indies, when they would consider in New Japan an indie.
Which I don't know why. It's like the number 2, number 3.
It's the biggest company in Japan, and they book millions. WWE tried to book the Tokyo Dome, they couldn't.
No, absolutely not. And I look like the biggest mark right now because I got my Kenny Omega shirt and I got the IWGP title. I look like the biggest mark.
Dude, that's a sexy belt, though. Dude.
That is very... Dude, I love this belt.
So, I want to say one thing about New Japan. New Japan has New Japan Strong on Access TV. And it was only a week or two ago that they achieved a 0.0 rating. I didn't even know that was possible. Apparently, that means that they achieved less than 10,000 viewers or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
AEW, Rampage, and also SmackDown, and then that's like on a Friday night, right? Isn't that like on Roku or some shit?
It's on Access TV.
Access TV.
So there you go, right there. Like, you got 2 hours of SmackDown plus an hour of Rampage. Plus another hour of wrestling of New Japan.
There is
at that point the casual viewer is freaking tired.
There is so much wrestling on nowadays.
Yeah, and Dan has muted us because he's talking to the first lady. Anyway,
sorry,
Dan. I will say this: I am very proud of you.
As far as what?
As far as for the days of Alexa, put in PlayStation.
Well, you know
now he mutes the mic. Now he mutes the mic.
No, she's in the kitchen cutting up pineapples right now. She's gonna hook it up here in a second. But no, when it comes to that Kota Ibushi stuff, I have one of the tweets here, and I quote: "It's all kind of translated, obviously, but it says I'll expose all about the former cheater's gun already returned and the sexually harassing bosses from the company. President's lies to his unreasonable power and harassments of this time. Get prepared for this. Tospo and TV Asahi too. I don't care." So it seems like he's going to go to like the TV companies that are,
So basically like Access TV, like he's going to try to go to them.
It sounds like he's trying to sabotage.
It sounds like
PW.
No, he won't go to Access. He's going to go to some Japanese station. That way, it gets the most impact. He wants to hurt them in Japan.
Just think if he actually does it. I mean, just think of the massive blow that New Japan is going to get from that. It makes you wonder.
I wonder if he could go to Noah. He might go to Noah, even though Noah's nothing like how they used to be.
Well, see, this Dave Meltzer. I was listening to Solid Monster Sounds Off, and he said that Dave Meltzer either yesterday, it would have been yesterday or Saturday, mentioned that if Kota Ibushi goes anywhere, it'll be more than likely AEW to be with Omega. Dude, just imagine a Golden Lovers reunion in AEW. How awesome that would be.
Not only that, the Golden Lovers versus the Lucha Bros.
Oh.
Tony, book it. Or better yet, the Golden Lovers against the Young Bucks.
It's been done.
Or better yet, the Golden Lovers versus the Acclaim.
I mean,
the Acclaim.
All right. Better yet, the Golden Lovers versus the Jurassic Express.
Bro, what do y'all think?
Or better yet, here's a better one. You ready for this one?
Bring some.
You ready for this one? This is a really good one. The Golden Lovers versus the Ass Boys.
Oh God.
Where the loser of the match has to kiss
Boys?
Billy Gunn's ass. That will be gold right there. That needs to happen at Double or Nothing. Or better yet, no. Happen at All Out in Chicago. That way Billy Gunn is in a shark cage, right? He's hanging on a shark cage, and whenever the loser loses the match, here he comes down. He's coming down, and sure enough, there's I'm not gonna put my pants down, but there's Billy Gunn pulling his tights down, and like his sons will have to kiss his ass, some shit. I don't know. Thus starts the Billy Gunn Kiss My Ass Club.
Whoever is watching this, Nick is completely fantasy booking, and Kylie, she says she hates the Acclaimed.
Oh, Kylie, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Well,
So,
the Acclaimed.
I love the Acclaimed.
Well, the Acclaimed.
Why?
Well, the Acclaimed hates you.
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess she's not down with the scissor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, dude, what do y'all think about Forbidden Door selling
so
and a match has not even been announced yet?
Well, rumor has it was supposed to be Kota Ibushi versus Malachi Black,
That's
but
fake. It was
evidently it's fake, which I think is bullshit. But honestly,
you know,
it would be good, but I don't know. Malachi Black against Kota Ibushi, I couldn't find somebody better. How about?
But
speaking of fancy booking, I have an idea. How about we do Tatsuya Naito, right?
Okay.
Against Malachi Black. Think about it.
That's not bad. But you know, okay, this is going to sound so weird, but I would like to see Aleister Black or Malachi Black versus Evil. I don't know why.
I mean, you might as well just do the House of Torture or the Torture House, whatever the fuck they call themselves.
Okay.
Against the House of Black. Yeah. And no, Kylie, they are not annoying. They are not annoying.
But you mentioned All Out
earlier. You just don't like it because they're bad.
You mentioned All Out in Chicago earlier. Tony Khan recently.
I know you're watching.
Tony Khan recently said that they're looking at potentially moving All Out of Chicago.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have an idea of possibly going to Toronto.
Canada. Yes.
That would be very. The hell?
What?
What was that?
The first lady threw a napkin down or a rag down because I'm eating pineapple. She cut up fresh pineapple. I love it.
As long as you don't put it on pizza, that's all that matters.
Wait,
really?
She threw.
Dude, my wife would kill you for that.
She threw the towel in for you. Why are you giving up?
He goes, as long as you don't put it on pizza, we're fine. Yeah, my wife has to put pizza or fucking pineapple on it. Pizza.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the World of Kayfabe podcast, Slick Sick Nick will say this: pineapple does not go on pizza.
And it's not.
And I don't care who gets offended by that.
And the name Hawaiian
pineapple.
And the name.
Let me put it into the use. That way you guys can actually see me. Ladies and gentlemen, pineapple does not. I repeat, does not go on pizza.
And the origins of Hawaiian pizza isn't even Hawaiian. It's made by a Greek guy in Canada.
That guy needs to be power drive on a concrete floor. Screw that guy.
Hey, pickles on pizza is pretty good.
I never had pickles on pizza, but I will say this: the sausage.
You should try it though. Man.
The sausage things, the sausage balls on the pizza is really good.
This motion.
Whatever. I don't know. Look here, Joey, with your bad freaking mind. Stop thinking with your pickle. Hey. Because he's wearing a Pickle Rick shirt. That's why I said that. Anyway. No, but yeah. So I'm very excited about Forbidden Door. Double or Nothing is like what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
Which we will be doing a Double or Nothing predictions. So check us out next week. Anyway, thanks to Dan because Dan was so eager to do Double or Nothing. I can confirm that it will be Serena Deeb against
Rosa.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa. For the AEW Women's Championship. Now, I actually love Thunder Rosa. I just gotta give her a hard time. Anyway, and then it's Hangman Page versus CM Punk. If Punk don't win, we riot. And then we got the quarterfinals, and Joey's back.
WWE has released a statement.
What?
WWE also released a statement that you dropped your freaking screen in the background over there.
Oh. But WWE released a statement about fucking Naomi
Sasha
and yeah. Okay, when Sasha Banks
just got that on my phone just now.
When Sasha Banks and Naomi arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of tonight's Monday Night Raw during the broadcast. They walked into the WWE head talent relations, John Laurinaitis, suitcase in hand with tag team championships on the. They threw the belts on the desk and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as a tag team champions, and even though they had 8 hours to rehearse the contract their match, they claimed that they're uncomfortable in the ring with the two of their opponents, even though they had matches with the two individuals in the past with no consequence. Monday Night Raw is scripted, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, first of all, Nia Jax is gone for WWE. I don't know why you're sitting there saying it's uncomfortable. Second of all, if you're Naomi, your partner is someone, and this is why I don't respect Sasha Banks. Now, don't get me wrong, she's an absolutely talented wrestler. She knows what she's doing. She's the best at what she does. Now, her attitude is just as bad as Shawn Michaels in '96, and just as bad as Charlotte now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like, take, for example, when she lost the tag belts at Mania 35 against with Bayley, I believe. And sure enough, when they lost to the Iconics, well, this is some bullshit. This is unfair. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah.
And then come back like 6 months later, and everybody is supposed to like forget the fact that she left because things didn't go her way.
So
you know what I mean?
They're really liking the. Oh, jeez. You know, what is it, Jimmy? She's married to. What? I can never remember. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy's already on the.
You can't get it together.
Jimmy's already on like that whole like, you know, DUIs and everything. So he's already in the shit show with WWE. And now his wife is walking out of the company, throwing her belt on the desk, saying "fuck you," basically.
Yeah.
Not a good image.
Not a good image. Not a good image. And this is why she's not in the bloodline. Anyway. But, getting back to Double or Nothing, the confirmed matches are indeed Serenity versus Thunder Rosa. I'm about to say Thunder Lips. Thunder Rosa, Hangman Page versus CM Punk. And I believe there was another match that was added recently. I forget what was the other match. Oh, Joey's looking it up. I don't know.
All the matches.
Well, I know we're going to get MJF and Wardlow, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
We have the two Owen Hart finals, but they're going to be on the buy-in,
which is dumb.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
That's dumb. Like, why would you want to put that as the buy-in and not as the main thing?
That's what I'm. Because the buy-in is free for everybody on YouTube, so the views are going to be up there.
But it's stupid.
Yeah, but it's dumb though.
I guess it's just because it gets the biggest audience.
What do you think? Are you saying that you think that they're doing it to entice more people to buy the show?
Potentially, WWE. I mean, the big difference between AEW and WWE on their pre-show. AEW does it like WWE used to back in the day in like 98, 99, where they actually put on matches and did stuff that actually mattered. Now it's going, buy our premium live event, buy our premium live event, buy our premium live event. And here's a recap, and here's another recap, and here's another recap. And here's a 2-minute filler match. That doesn't matter.
As you can see, I'm all white right now. I'm just as white as Sheamus right now because I'm looking for the confirmed matches that we got so far. So it's gonna be. This is the other match that got added. Now, this is gonna be on the buy-in, which would be Hook and Danhausen. Hookhausen. Along versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling, which that's going to be very interesting. And this is. I'm going on by Bleacher Report. So
yeah. Well, it's going to be
this is definitely.
Bleacher Report's going to be Bleacher Report's going to be accurate. I mean, they're owned by TBS owns them.
So basically, this is gonna probably be a big one for. I mean, it's been done before in multiple brands, multiple promotions, but we're gonna get the Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks. I think that's kind of the obvious one. The same with Warlow and MJF. Now, when it comes to the AEW tag team championship, they kind of teased it with Jurassic Express and FTW. So it looks like that's what's going to happen. And this is just according to Bleacher Report. I'm just looking this up because I want to see what's going to happen. What's what's going to be.
You don't see it. You don't see it being a 3-way for the tag titles.
No, it's just showing Jurassic Express. Oh no, it is a triple threat. Yeah. I'm wrong. It's a triple threat between Jurassic Express versus FTW, which is Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks, and then Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee.
Really, a double or nothing?
Yeah.
What the? Then what?
Yeah.
Then what the fuck are they doing with Kyle O'Reilly and Oh no, Kyle O'Reilly's got an Owen Hart.
He's in the Owen Hart.
Yeah, he's faced.
And then we're gonna have. God, this one I'm not looking forward to.
It is
a mixed tag match with Scorpio Sky and Paige Van Zant versus Sami Zayn. Oh God, Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. Which
that's gonna be the bathroom break match.
I feel like, and then just think of this match, that match alone was at All Out. The amount of boos that Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti are going to be getting.
Yeah.
Especially Chicago.
So have they fully embraced being a heel yet, or are they kind of...
I don't think so. I don't think that... No. I not yet.
If they're not... They need to go full on extent, like full on heel. Like they need to. This needs to be like Shane Douglas and Francine type.
Yes.
I would have said X-Pac or with Terry. From like 99, 2000.
But Shane Douglas got booed like crazy in ECW with Francine.
Yeah, that's true.
X-Pac and Tori had a swag about him, though. Like, if you didn't like him, you still, if you hated him, you liked him just a little bit.
But, but in this case, I don't like Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, they're just obnoxious with their.
It's too much. And it's like
well,
the
Shane,
tongue thing. Well, like, Shane, I don't want the camera being like this. Like, no, I don't want to. Exactly. Nobody don't want to see that. See, it scared Dan away. Nobody don't want to see that shit. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I don't know, but
Shane Douglas.
I would love to see Shane Douglas.
Well, Shane Douglas isn't that
interesting.
Shane Douglas isn't that great of a guy, so it's a good comparison.
Okay, well, I mean, he's pretty cool down here. He's come down here multiple times. I mean, I haven't heard if he's a dick or not. I heard through like dirt sheets that he's an asshole. You know, just saying. Okay, sorry, I had to fart, and I had to mute my mic because y'all not hearing me fart like that, especially just now. No, I'm sorry. No. Anyway, but we also had New Japan's, was it Capital Collision?
Yeah.
I can't even say the freaking name. Where Juice Robinson became the new United States champion.
Why'd you fart?
Exactly. That's perfect. That's exactly how I feel about Juice Robinson. Not only in the Bullet Club, but winning the U.S. title, and then you can do it again, releasing a very shitty Bullet Club logo. Hit that. Hit it. Exactly. As Danny comes back. Exactly. Now the World of Kayfabe podcast has become nothing but a fart fest.
Yeah.
As I muted my mic because I farted, and Joey decided to have fart sound effects. We are a bunch of mature men.
Me gusta.
Oh, me gusta.
We have that hidden gem, ladies and gentlemen. We try so hard to be mature, but this is that time of the night where we don't be mature, just saying.
So man.
Look what that, motherfucker! Sponsor us!
It's too early to say this. It's way too early.
What is it? You got a mangina?
My biggest prediction of 2022, but it's too early.
Well, what is it?
This is such a stretch.
Just get it off your chest.
Okay.
Let it all out.
I think we're going to get one more Okada Omega match by the end of this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already saying it.
It's funny. It's funny. You thought that? I was thinking of that.
So I think this is what I think. This is what I think is going to happen, and this is just me before we get onto our Dark Side of the Ring list.
Well, we got other stuff to talk about before we get to Dark Side of the Ring. But go on.
But, I say if Okada is for sure at Forbidden Door and he main events, I swear to God, Kenny Omega will make an appearance, have a face-off with Okada to end the show.
And that'll be an all out.
That all out.
So
event, Okada, Omega, 3.
I think no, it's 4, not 3.
4.
Yeah, 4. Because they fought at Wrestle Kingdom, then at Dominion the same year, and then the following year it was at Dominion, and that's when Omega became champion.
Yep.
So yeah, this will be the 4th time. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like, just think of the crowd. Not only to see Okada, right? But then Kenny Omega comes back, and Omega's been out since Full Gear.
Yeah.
And that's like
for a long time.
So that's,
that's what, and that's the thing that sucks is because like I even tell Kristen this when I'm watching Dynamite, I'm like, man, these shows, they're good, but man, AEW is hurting without Omega right now.
I mean, he's been out for 7 months.
Yeah.
He's been out for 7 months, so it's like
it seems longer.
The company, it's not that it's struggling.
I don't,
but
no.
You feel that something's not right.
To me,
void.
Right.
There's a weird thing with Dynamite. At least to me, it always feels like this. It always feels like they lead up with a bunch of big matches, and then the main event kind of plateaus. Like it kind of dies off at the end to me.
Well, I agree with your opinion, but I don't think it's the main event per se. I agree with you. The fans are so worked up the whole show, and it's just by the main event, there's like their energy is just so depleted from.
So basically, what you're saying is, Joey, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. At that point.
They're booking the
Did
show.
You really just fart?
They're booking the show.
That actual fart.
They're booking the show wrong. If you have to book it up where it doesn't go like. It's compared so much in porn. You don't have the cum shot at the start of the porn.
No. Thank you. Thank you.
AEW basically blows their wad all at the fucking beginning.
And that's what pisses me off because they did it with Hangman and Bryan Danielson. They did that 2 separate occasions. They did it with freaking FTR and the Owen Hart Classic. Dude, why is that your opening match?
Dude,
why?
Dude, they did it with
CM Punk multiple times.
Dude, they did it with Hangman and fucking Adam Cole at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
The match.
Yeah.
But the crowd was just like, dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But it's like I'm always
so perfect.
I'm watching it to the point where it just They always put all these big matches at the start and kill the show. Exactly. It seems like.
Like, I understand. Yes, you're trying to get views. You're trying to get the ratings.
But
please.
But I don't
start the show. Put on your young talent. Let them start the show. Do something with the young fucking talent. And then save your big matches for last, or save it towards the end. Like, you know what I mean?
They somehow think that the audience for Big Bang Theory is going to be the same audience for Dynamite.
Exactly.
They're not.
First off, no one cares about Big Bang Theory.
Hey, granted, I've never seen Big Bang Theory.
No, boy, you don't want to watch it.
And two, this past week's episode of Dynamite was pretty.
That was great.
Fucking entertaining.
But
it was really good.
But like, just USA with WWE, just because Law and Order or whatever is on NCIS or whatever's before it, there's nobody that's from the same audience that's going to be dragged into the other thing. So Raw doesn't lead up with a big event right at the start. It usually opens up with a promo.
By the way, AEW. Put Julia Hart in the House of Black, damn it.
Oh my God.
Put her in the damn House of Black. You freaking tickled my taint and you pulled my pants back up. The hell's wrong with you? Dude, you sons of bitches.
Is she still playing pretty much heel now?
Yeah. I mean, did you not see her eye patch? Like inside her eye patch, it was literally the same thing.
Why is everybody else? Why is everybody else been sprayed and they've recovered, but not her? And it's been over like almost a year now.
Yeah. Because she had Brody King fart in her eye. That's why she's got the.
Well, she got to go to the doctor and get some pink eye medicine.
Put that fart sound effect in one more time.
Well, no,
Basically, Brody King.
Well. What it was one night she was staying over at Brody King's house, and practical joke, she fell asleep around 10 o'clock, and Malachi goes, hey, she's passed out, let's go fart on her pillow. So they both squatted on her pillow and farted, and they put her on her pillow so she could rest softly, and when she woke up, she had a horrendous case of pink eye. That's what caused her to have that patch, and she's been to the doctor multiple times, and it's just they can't figure out how to solve it and fix it.
Go ahead, Joey. Follow by.
Hey, you know what
Follow by Malachi feeling. Oh, me gusta.
Oh, me gusta.
Wait. Whoa!
Oh, me gusta.
Dude, you should do that. Dun 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 dun. Me gusta.
That'd be awesome. Oh my God. That was the House of Black after the events that transpired occurred.
But you know, it's the really fucked up part. Then we'll move on. That I completely had a backstory about how she got pink eye because she got farted on her pillow. That's fucked up.
I mean, you could be like Amber Heard and just shit on the freaking pillow.
Yeah, but I think,
instead of calling the House of Black, is the House of Poo.
Yeah, the House of Flage.
No, the House of. Anyway,
let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Sponsor time, guys. Liquid Death, drink it. It's got mountain water. Murder your thirst. Oh, you! I'm joking.
Kylie says y'all are killing me.
I'm telling you, it's the Julia Hart. That's why her eye is what it is now, because Brody King farted on her pillow in the hotel room, and Buddy Matthews held the camera like this, and he's like, "Good night, mate. Go ahead and take a poo in her pillow."
Yeah. Here, be X-Pac.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, just shit. If that's the case, just cut off her ponytail or her pigtail or something. But no, like, I really would like to see Julia Hart in freaking House of Black. I mean, they teased it a couple weeks ago, and they have yet to talk about it. And I want them to talk about it tomorrow. Wait. A couple days later.
Yeah.
Wednesday. I'm thinking tomorrow's Wednesday. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah. Anyway, So I over the weekend I got this little game called Evil Dead. Yes, Evil Dead, the video game, is based off the legendary movies, which is Ash versus the Dead, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, and much more. This game is not bad. It's like I don't want to say it's like your typical survivor horror game, but it's pretty good. It's got all the characters from Bruce Campbell's character, which I don't even know his name. Dan, can you help me out with that one?
His character in the game?
Yeah, I forget his name. It's Ash, right? I thought it was Ray Stevenson.
No, it was Ash.
Oh, I know it was Ash Williams. Duh. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, this game is pretty good. Shout out to Juice from Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast. He pretty much recommended on his podcast, Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can go check those guys out. Hopefully we'll be doing a future episode with those guys. Could be happening. Just saying. So yeah, he recommended me for the game, and he actually got it the same day as I got it, which is when it came out on the 13th of last Friday. I played it for a little while. Brittany was supposed to play it, but she didn't want no part of it, which is weird, but okay, whatever. So she just watched me play it, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed the big map that you get. So basically, the whole highlight of the game is that you gotta find 3 missing map pieces, and then you get the dagger. I forget the name of the dagger. Which I know I'm bad at doing reviews. And then finally, you use that dagger to kill the big bad monster from Army of Darkness. Anyway, so it kind of gives that Left 4 Dead vibe, right? So you start out with 4 people, right? Now, mind you, you can do multiplayer. So, like, for example, if me and Dan, because we have PS4, or Joey, if we all had Xbox, we can all do it. We would just need a 4th person to be whatever. You can't go by yourself. You can't just go guns blazing by yourself because your fear is going to go up. So it's pretty interesting. You can also play as the Deadies, which is, their version of zombies, which I think is awesome. I've watched Evil Dead. I've watched, even the Evil Dead remake in 2013. But Army of Darkness, man, that's a movie, league of its own. So I got the game. I enjoyed it. Dan was supposed to get it. I don't know when he's getting it.
I think this one I'm gonna hold off on for a little bit because no disrespect to Evil Dead, I never really got into it like other people did.
Yeah.
The next big one that I'm getting into, or I'm gonna get day one, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. So
when they release that one,
when is that coming out? Speaking of which,
I've been hearing the summertime sometime.
Makes sense.
But it's made by the same company that made Friday the 13th, so Gun Media. So hopefully there's not going to be any lawsuits that are going to hold that company back from putting out more content, because that's the reason why Friday the 13th died, because
it was not enough content.
Well, it wasn't that there was enough content, was because there was a lawsuit going on for the rights of Friday the 13th. So that's why we never got the Jason X DLC that we were supposed to get. All of that shit got put on halt.
Which is a damn shame, because just imagine if that made it to the game, because I have that game.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Friday the 13th. I'm not saying it's a terrible game, especially when you play as Jason.
Yeah, it was fun till all the spammers fucking got in there. And
all the hackers and shit and fucking crap up. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Now, with Leatherface, I'm very intrigued to see how they're going to pull this one off. And the DLC, I can just about imagine what the DLC is going to be like. I mean, are we going to get the whole Sawyer family? Are we going to get Otis? Are we going to get, the guy that Bill Moseley was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2?
Oh, you're talking about Chop Top.
I wonder if you're gonna get Chop Top.
I'm sure we will.
Like that's gonna be awesome if we get more people. Other than just Leatherface.
Well, I think I have more faith about this one because as far as the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, everything's out in the open.
Just don't bring the 2022 remake. Just don't do it. That one was it's all right. It's not groundbreaking as the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And yeah. But with Friday the 13th, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a great game. The online, which was, whatever. If you played as like the victim, we'll say the huntee or the hunted, I should say, not huntee, the hunted. Then it was very intense. Whereas you playing as Jason is a lot better, in my opinion. And I kind of feel like the same is going to be for Leatherface, where you're running around with a chainsaw or a meat hammer or whatever the case may be,
Well, those are one of those games. It's like it's so much better when you have actual people to play with because, you could actually communicate and squad up, right? Rather than playing with fucking randoms that don't have mics and just do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's why I stopped playing Friday the 13th. All my friends stopped playing it, so there's no point of even touching it anymore. Other than this little bit of single player stuff that they got, which is still fun. Doing the virtual cabin and seeing all the Easter eggs and stuff was really awesome.
Yeah, but I kind of hope to make a Halloween one, a Halloween game.
I think
that would be pretty cool. And I'm surprised they never done that yet.
Well, I think they're going to continue with this trend if they see success. If Texas Chainsaw Massacre does good, then why the fuck not do a Friday the 13th or a Nightmare on Elm Street? Or
I'm about to say Nightmare on Elm Street would make more sense before Halloween.
Really cool.
I mean, that's like look at Evil Dead right now. Evil Dead, it just came out. I mean, it's only $40. I got it for $40. I just got the regular edition. I didn't get no standard. I didn't get no deluxe edition. Like I don't even think that was a deluxe edition to be exact. But I'm interested to see how this game is. I also heard that WWE 2K22 is going to get another patch. With this one, it's going to be a little bit different. So Donovan Dijakovic, otherwise known as T-Bar, went on Twitter and asked if, hey, WWE 2K22, can you put Donovan Dijakovic and the By-Rise characters, so I'm guessing Paragon, Paragon, what's his fucking name? Paragon Jim, I think his name is. I forget his name. Something like that. Him and then the other guys, they're going to be a part of the game where you can actually play as them in a wrestling match exhibition. And a few other updates as well. Joey actually played 2K22 and uploaded some footage on YouTube last night on the World of Kayfabe podcast channel. And he had a good time making it. And I think there's a clip of Shawn Michaels with an entrance.
Well, speaking of Shawn Michaels, hey Joey, what was your opinion of him again?
Oh, his new modern character that they put on with this update, which I put the clip of him and King Booker's entrance on YouTube earlier today. His hair is super black. He's actually got hair, when he's almost like bald, and shaved now.
No.
It looks like he got into a Just for Men kit and dyed a bunch of hair and put a wig on.
Yeah, it looks.
So you telling me he doesn't look like Trevor from GTA 5?
No.
And it looks so funny because he looks so young because he comes out with a bandana on his face and everything and a leather jacket.
It's Hangman's dad.
Yeah. Oh my God! You could have him be the manager, and he would look. And he would look like You could have him be a manager on the game, and he would look like a manager Adam Page.
I mean, shit. You can do it. You can do it. You know what I mean? I mean, it would only make sense. So, with that being said, we're also going to be getting a new DLC pretty soon. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, we're getting a brand new DLC which features Cactus Jack. Let me see.
Oh, shit, that's tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Holy hell.
Let me see. I'm looking at it right now on my phone. 2K 22. God damn it. DLC. And I should have done this earlier, but I didn't. Oh, Dan, you're going to like this one. Okay. So, on my phone right now, here are the, are you going to show me the second roster? Okay, I believe the most wanted pack is obviously going to have Cactus Jack or Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
The Boogeyman.
Yeah.
I'm the boogeyman.
Vader.
Mm-hmm.
And also, okay, here we go. Dragonoff and Indy Hartwell.
Yep.
So you got some pretty good. This one's a little bit better than the last one. The next one will be on June 7th, and this one's going to be called the Stand Back Pack. This one's going to be very interesting because the last two are definitely interesting. So we got Hurricane Helms. He will make his first video game appearance since what? SmackDown versus Raw 2000 and what? I believe 10 or 11 or something like that. Yeah. I want to say 2010, 2011. Stacy Keibler, the A-Kid, which I don't know who the hell the A-Kid is.
He was from NXT UK.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not watching NXT UK. Wesley and Nash Carter of MSK.
Wait. Why are they releasing a character that just got released?
They putting Wesley and Nash Carter in the game.
I guess they're putting Nash Carter up just because they already paid him for the right.
It was too late for them to take him out.
Well, they could still take him out, but they already paid him.
Yeah.
So, and from what I heard, those video game payouts are pretty big.
And then the next one's going to be called the Clowning Around Pack, which will come out June 8th, so next month. We're going to be getting, and this is going to get really fun, Dewdrop, Mr. T, the British Bulldog, Doink the Clown, Ronda Rousey, and everybody's favorite guitar player, Rick Boogs. So Rick Boogs will be making his video game debut along with Dewdrop. And then finally, we finally get this one. This one is probably the most controversial pack because of two reasons. This is called the Whole Damn Pack. This was going to be released not only in July. It will be released in July. We're going to be getting Saray from NXT, Commander Aziz, L.A. Knight. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta do it right. L.A. Knight. Oh boy. Xia Li, Logan Paul, Machine Gun Kelly, and the whole fucking show. Rob Van Dam, which will be making his return back to a wrestling game since 2K15.
15.
Yeah, since 2K15. So that's gonna be interesting, man. That's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna be. And honestly, I think everybody can agree with me on this one. Everybody's excited to put Logan Paul be a jobber and put him as the WWE champion. And Machine Gun Kelly as the Universal champion. They're gonna be dyeing the Universal title pink.
I plan to take Kevin Owens and take him up against Machine Gun Kelly and have him throw him off the Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Into an announcer's table. Look at Vince.
I want to see some next gen gameplay, man. For your
we need to have that. Cause man, I watched a little bit last night. And I'm like, bruh, that looks sexy. It looks great. But let's move on to the meat and potatoes. Why we are here?
Event.
The reason why. What?
I said the main event.
Yeah, exactly. The main event. Exactly. the meat and potatoes, the main event, the reason why we are here tonight. Vice have also, before we get to this, Vice has, I don't know if they confirmed it or not, but Dark Side of the Ring will have a season 4. Now, this was going to be an episode that we were going to do before we had Breslin join the show. Now, this was going to be an episode that we were going to do right after I got back from San Antonio, but with Breslin being the guest of the show, our first show back, we just decided to kind of scrap the idea until last week, which was a total disaster. But you know, Crocker did his best. Crocker did the very best that he can, and it's not his fault. It's Dan's fault. Anyway, so with that being said, we are doing our Dark Side of the Ring predictions, and Joey's been waiting to do this episode for a long time. He's been having the graphic up since we had announced it. Dan, don't show the goddamn notes.
You did.
Put the notes away. Put it away. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, and I have a feeling you stole some of my ideas because I didn't even put no notes. This is literally all in me noggin. So with that being said, let's get right underway. So, Joey, me and you have talked about this. We've talked about what kind of ideas that we would like to see in Dark Side of the Ring. And I'm going to be honest, one of them has got to be the Pat Patterson Ring Boy scandal. That has to be put on there. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it could be on there. It's probably going to, it'd be interesting to see it broken down more than, because there's not much known about it other than they had Pat Patterson take a break and return like 4 years later or whatever, a year later.
Right.
And then there was like no actual criminal charges or anything, so be interesting to get broken down into what happened exactly, because I don't know much about Ring Boy scandal other than seeing clips of like them on Donahue or whatever it was back in the day.
Right. Dan, what you got?
So obviously, if I go through all mine and why I think they should be on there, we'll be here all night. So I'm just gonna literally go through mine just really quick, just by names, and that's it.
You don't have to go real quick.
So
we're all gonna go one by one.
No particular order. If I had to do Dark Side of the Ring episodes focused on one person or a situation altogether, number one, Marty Jannetty. I'd like to see a Dark Side of the Ring episode on him because he's very odd.
Well, last year or the year before, he actually triggered a police investigation because he actually said some comments on Twitter alluding that he murdered somebody.
Like a big idiot.
My number two would be the situation with.
I literally just said we don't have to go all at once. Jesus H. Christ.
I didn't realize that you wanted me to list off somebody, so I'll list my thing. I thought you would just want my comments on the Ring Boy scandal. Anyway, since it's been topical, one that I'd like to see is the Rocky Johnson, because it was recently brought up on Young Rock about him being blacklisted from wrestling for going to Saudi Arabia. But soon after that, he also got accused of raping a young woman in 1987. And he also had some alcohol issues. And supposedly even in 2000, he tried to hire a 14-year-old girl to strip backstage.
Yep. I got a good one.
There was a time period that The Rock actually stopped talking to him.
So I have a good one. I feel like this one needs to be done because WCW doesn't really get that much attention other than the Chris Benoit situation and the collision in North Korea. I think that the last Monday Nitro needs to be covered. It's a dark day. It was the end of an era. It was quite possibly a lot should have happened at that night. So obviously Shane McMahon buying out WCW, and that would start the infamous invasion story angle. I think that would be pretty sick. I think this was covered in a book I forget who did it, but there would be a hell of an idea. Huh?
I was gonna say there's that Nitro book that was written by someone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If you heard that was my.
What, the death of WCW?
There was
like Nitro.
Nitro. It was written by one of the producers of Nitro, so it had really in-depth stories about Nitro. I can't remember. It's a really good book. I've read parts of it.
Anyway,
Guy Evans wrote it.
Yeah, Guy Evans on the what was the name of the book?
WCW Nitro.
Oh,
Nitro, the incredible rise and inevitable collapse of Ted Turner's WCW.
And, I mean, it was such a great promotion. I enjoyed WCW. Nitro was fun as hell to watch as a kid. And it sucks that it went down like that. I'll also have another one. Now, this one's probably gonna be my most recent entry, and that will be the Angle's divorce and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, and especially when Jeff Jarrett was punished and sent home afterwards.
Yeah, because Jeff Jarrett wanted to do an angle with Karen Angle, or now known as Karen Jarrett. Karen Jarrett.
Yeah, there was some reluctance to ever do a Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett match.
Yeah.
Over that feud, but they did eventually work it out. I listened to that on Jeff Jarrett's podcast, which is actually not that bad.
Well, were they afraid that they were going to actually shoot on each other?
They thought it might be, kind of trash TV, Jerry Springer type deal.
Jerry Springer, Maury type of show.
Yeah.
Not Maury. They're not seeing if Kurt Angle's the father or Jeff Jarrett's the father or whatever. But anyway, Dan, what's your next pick?
I would say Nails, the wrestler Nails, holding up Vince McMahon for all that money.
That's a good one.
But if we're going to make that, then we have to make one on Jeff Jarrett holding up money too.
Yeah.
Well, look.
And Ultimate Warrior too.
Well, no. The reason
the Ultimate Warrior.
Well, look. The reason why I picked Nails out, because if you literally put Nails, Warrior, and Jarrett together, Nails to me comes off a little bit more fucking intimidating.
Yeah, from what I heard, he wasn't stable mentally.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joey, what's your next pick for your prediction for Dark Side of the Ring?
So I'd like to see them actually cover Eddie Guerrero in depth rather than just putting him into a random, oh, he died, and like they did in the Chris Benoit one, and he kind of.
So you also have to put in Art Barr.
Yeah,
that's the case. You have to throw him in. You have to. It only makes sense.
I mean, we can throw in Art Barr real quick, and that too, but I'd like to see Eddie Guerrero covered rather than just being like one of those split-second things like in the Chris Benoit episode.
So before Dan gets to his next one, I'm going to go with this one because I have a good feeling he's about ready to say it. Me and Dan, we both had this one as a great idea. Dan wanted to do just one part. I would like to have a two-parter. And this would be the beginning of the show. This would be the life and times of Chris Candido and Sonny. Now, Dan's idea was just straight up Sonny. Let's just do Sonny.
You can do a whole season on that.
But they're not.
Oh my God,
but they're not.
that bitch.
They're not going to do anything with Sonny until her trial's over.
So so more than likely, probably Chris Candido would make the cut. I think his episode it needs to happen. The man is a legendary wrestler, and he was going way too soon.
Yes,
but unfortunately, with him being with Tammy Sitch, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to put. I don't even think they're even going to do a Chris Candido episode.
Well, and unfortunately, on Chris Candido's part, she was so stuck up Shawn Michaels' ass, he was probably tasting his dick every fucking night. Chris Candido, like, when I was younger, I didn't appreciate him as much as like as I do now. Like that motherfucker should have been. I would say this:
ECW champ.
If he was still, he should have been ECW world champ. And if anything, he should have been WCW world champ right there at the 2000 era when he was there.
Yeah,
he should have done it.
Like the dude looked like $1 million, and it's like,
dude, he was a charisma.
Him against didn't him and Lance Storm had a feud or some shit?
They had a very short-lived feud in ECW.
Very short-lived, but it sucked because those are two guys in their prime that were kicking ass and all that shit. Like that's the same thing about Lance Storm. Lance Storm should have been a world champion. Like the dude had $1 million body. The man looked great. The man, I mean, even with the United States title or the Canada title. The Canada title.
Well, no, did he turn the U.S. title into the Saskatchewan heavyweight championship?
The Saskatchewan, something like that.
Yeah, he was a heavyweight champ.
And then he was the Canadian hardcore champion, which I thought was hilarious. Like, dude, that's awesome.
Dude, he even got the greatest American of all time, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
The joint in Canada, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, speaking.
Which, by the way, get well soon.
Yeah.
Hacksaw.
Yeah, why does fucking
he's back with cancer?
Yeah, fuck cancer.
Cancer's a bitch. So, so me and Dan, we came up with the life and time of Chris Candido and Tammy Sedge, but with Joey had a good point due to the recent incidents that have involved Sonny.
Yeah, they want it covered until that trial's over. That way they can actually conclude the story.
This will be the last time we talk about Sonny because...
Have I mentioned how much of a fucking piece of shit she is, dude?
No, we can mention her again when she gets into...
We can do a whole episode on this bitch.
She can be mentioned again because she'll probably get like 30 years in prison or whatever, so we can mention that whenever she gets that.
The day she gets sentenced, we need to hold a kayfabe 30-year incarceration celebratory podcast.
Dude, I like you said that.
Dude, I hope they live stream her. Or I hope the court case.
They have to. They have to live stream her or something.
I hope that court case is live streamed because I want to see it.
Dude, did you see she just went to Twitter and was like, y'all don't know the story.
Promoting her freaking OnlyFans, like, really, bitch?
Oh, who cares?
You just killed somebody, but go subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Well, who cares? That bitch just got thrown back in. Her bail got revoked.
I don't give a fuck if I got thrown back to prison. Go subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Her bail got revoked. Her bail got revoked, and
you guys want to see my butthole get played? Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
She got sent back because the judge deemed that she was a threat to the public, even because she is driving.
She's a threat to some 14-year-old that's watching OnlyFans, jacking off while she's queefing on herself.
But they deemed her a threat because she had disobeyed the law, and so she's a threat, basically.
I'm gonna say this right now. We'll move on. I hope that bitch gets the coldest prison cell that she gets. I hope she gets a fucking damp ass blanket that they won't warm up for her, so she gets fucking pneumonia. That bitch can rot in fucking hell.
Oh my God. Okay, Jim Cornette. Jesus Christ.
You kill somebody.
You drive drunk. You drive drunk and kill somebody. I mean,
it makes sense. I think Bill DeMott is trying to persuade WWE to remove her from the Hall of Fame.
Jim Ross,
which makes sense.
Jim Ross needs to push for it.
Fucked up.
Jim Ross needs to push for it because literally Jim Ross's wife was killed by a drunk driver.
Yeah, exactly. Jim Ross's wife was killed by a drunk driver. Like WWE needs to persuade this and realize, hey, Sonny fucked up. Sonny killed somebody. Take her out. Blacklist her. Take her out of the fucking Hall of Fame area.
That group,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that group MAD needs to get involved. The Mothers Against Drunk Driving and push WWE to pull her out.
Yeah, it needs to happen. But while Dan's out, we can actually do a two-man show. So yeah, coming to you live. It's a two-man. I'm joking. There's Dan right there. Anyway. So Joey, what's your next pick?
So
for the Dark Side of the Ring prediction.
There's been multiple sexual assault allegations against Vince McMahon. from hotel maids and such in the past. We could cover his entire. God. They could cover his entire wildlife story because I've heard that dude used to do like drugs in the back with the wrestlers and would.
And
he would get
Vinnie Mac.
And he would get the he had my mind's blanking. What's the move that Road Warriors did?
The Legion of Doom?
Yeah.
Oh, Doomsday.
Doomsday. He had the
Doomsday device.
He had the Road Warriors do the Doomsday device on himself in a bar.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Like, somebody could get their fucking father. Shane McMahon's walking around like, hey, where are you, Dad? Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom is holding him.
Shane used to be out partying with Dudley Boys and
you know what you need to do, Joey?
Raven.
You need to get a clip of Vince McMahon dancing at WWF Rage.
Oh,
that was the night before WrestleMania 15, and they had the Rage Party, and there's a scene where Vince McMahon, and I kid you not, Vince McMahon, this is the balcony, right? He's literally doing this. You ready for this shit? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, he's literally, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. If he was doing something, man, what the hell you said? Oh boy. No. Anyway. So, Joey, what's your next pick? So, so your pick is Vince McMahon.
Yeah, you could. I'd be interested if they go into
That's
like
ballsy.
Yeah, it could be ballsy about doing an episode about Vince, about the wild life of Vince.
So you think that would be a season finale?
Yeah, if they were going to do that, yeah.
The balls on you, sir. The balls.
I don't know if they'd want to do that after they've already covered like the steroid scandal, but you could go into like just.
I have yet to watch that episode. I did not watch that episode.
Yeah, me neither.
So my next one, this was gonna be a pretty good one. The Sandman, Extreme Championship Wrestling, was filled with many outlandish characters. None may have been more memorable than the Sandman. One of the company's most violent men, James Fullington, otherwise known as the Sandman, had one of the best gimmicks despite limited in-ring ability. The Sandman's involvement with various angles in ECW and the World Wrestling Entertainment, including the crucifixion, the infamous crucifixion that saw future Hall of Famer Kurt Angle nearly avoid pro wrestling business and would make would make for interesting storytelling. Not to mention the fact he died of an overdose, only to be revived and wrestled the same night, is something that could draw eyes to the screens. He wasn't clean like John Cena or Hulk Hogan, but he's still fondly remembered amongst wrestling fans. So I think that would be a pretty interesting episode to have Sandman be part of the show.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting as fuck.
That's actually that's a really good point. Joey, you might know this one by the name of it. I would like to see a Dark Side of the Ring episode of the Travel Lodge, the hotel that all the ECW wrestlers used to party at.
Oh, God.
That is a Dark Side of the Ring episode right there.
Oh, yeah. Nia Jax is a Dark Side of the Ring episode right there, too. Shit. Ugh. Anyway, so that's your pick. That's your next pick. And what's it called again?
The Travel Lodge.
Oh, yeah. And where was this at, the Travel Lodge?
Philadelphia. It was only like 3 or 4 blocks away from the ECW arena. But like there were stories what like Todd Gordon would have women in the room yelling out, "Todd is God, Todd is God." And like fucking Todd Gordon and like New Jack are like smashing a chick together. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
The ECW. All right, Joey, what's your next pick?
So they could do one on Ken Patera, the former Olympian. Well, he did some. not Olympian. He got something. I can't remember, but he was a high level athlete. He then goes to prison because he bust a window down at a McDonald's because they closed and they wouldn't serve him. He claims that
I want my goddamn Big Mac. Give me my Big Mac.
He claims a former McDonald's employee did it, but he serves 2 years in prison for that. So you could, that would be
what a way to go. What a way to go. Just smash a freaking McDonald's window.
His career was going up, and it kind of got sidetracked by that whole. So it'd be interesting to see this former like big sports star. It would be an interesting episode to me.
Ooh, man. Okay, so my pick. Now I'm going on by the 3pointconversion.com. I'm crediting these guys. I'm using some of their stuff, their ideas. The click needs to be put on. Well, except Scott Hall, because Scott Hall is no longer here. Needs to be put on Dark Side of the Ring. This is a very infamous group. There's no group of professional wrestling more influential than the Click. There's also no group more controversial than the Click. Despite all 5 members being together for a better part of 2 years, they have changed the course of wrestling for better and for worse. Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Triple H, Scott Hall, and Sean Waltman, otherwise known as 123 Kid, X-Pac, 6, whatever the fuck you want to call them, help build each other up as a major stars in the company, as well as see them form 2 of the greatest factions in their respective companies, which was DX and the NWO. However, they also were the reason several wrestlers, including Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, Shane Douglas, and various others, saw pushes to the top get canceled. So I think this would be very interesting, especially from the backstage part of it, let alone the dark side of it. You know what I mean? I think that would be a hell of an idea for us to. Well, I'll say for them to cover. You know what I mean? But obviously, we won't get Triple H's part because Triple H is signed with WWE, and he's not gonna. And the same goes for Shawn Michaels. I don't think he's gonna be the type of person that would say that type of stuff, talk shit about the Click and how bad it was and stuff like that. Whereas Kevin Nash and Scott Hall's concern is, I mean, they could probably get a pre-recorded of Scott Hall talking about the times of the Click and stuff like that. Same thing with Kevin Nash, but they could probably get a recent one out of Kevin Nash.
I don't think they're going to get an interview with Kevin Nash about how bad the Click was.
Yeah, I don't think so. This was probably about the most pointless entry, but why not? I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, if you could put the Brawl for All on the freaking on Dark Side of the Ring, why not put the Click? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just saying. But also, I have another one as well. And this is, I say the Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, and Kurt Angle was the recent one. This one makes more sense. The infamous Crown Jewel 2019 Tarmac incident. This was the this past season, the plane ride from hell, obviously season 3, was a subject show this year. The 2019 Saudi Arabia Tarmac. Oh my God, I can't even freaking say it. Tarmac incident should be looked at. The following 2019 edition of Crown Jewel, over 200 employees in WWE, 200 employees and wrestlers from WWE were delayed in Saudi Arabia for what's been can't fucking read. I suck at this.
Yeah, I was having a hard time reading earlier too.
I'm fucking up, man. Like, oh my God, I go too fast sometimes. Anyway, for being called aircraft problems, including mechanical issues, it was later reported that the plane was being held hostage over a payment dispute between WWE and Saudi Arabia. Now, this is one of the sole reasons why I do not watch any of the Saudi Arabia shows. Is because I don't support that type of shit. I don't. I'm sorry.
Well, especially when their government chops off a journalist head.
Yeah, brutally murdered in a brutally fashion too. It's like, fuck that. That's why you see guys like CM Punk that will gladly go on Twitter and tell Miz, "Oh, go suck a blood-soaked dick or something." Like, yeah.
The only issue with that coverage is I don't know who they'd interview because they're only going to get like wrestling journalists because they're going to want to talk to people that were involved in that, and there's not going to be a ton that are going to be willing to just to speak because they're hoping that they can go back in WWE.
But it is an idea.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be an idea.
I just don't know who they're going to get to talk to because I don't think there's going to.
Problem.
Even if they're released, I don't know if they're going to want to talk bad about WWE because they're going to want to be back in the company if they can.
Right. You don't want to burn bridges, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dan, what you got? Because I know you've been itching for yours.
My final one is probably the RVD Sabu getting busted for weed in 2006, right after Van Dam won the belt. Because that episode is more or less a what if. Like, what if RVD didn't get busted? Would he have had a long title run? You know.
Well, that also goes back with Chris Benoit. What if Chris Benoit was still alive? You know what I mean? He would have ended up winning the ECW title. As a matter of fact, he was booked to win the ECW title against CM Punk.
Yeah, the night that I was there at Vengeance Night of Champions.
Yeah.
I was in the crowd and Punk came out and I was marking my ass out, and all we hear is Tony Chimmel go to replace Chris Benoit, and then Johnny Nitro come out, and everybody in the crowd's looking at each other like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a bad thing because you look at RVD at that time, the dude was red hot.
Mm-hmm.
The dude has so much much momentum going into One Night Stand 2006. And not only that, he had just got back from a bad injury. I forget what injury he had. I think it was like something with his knee or ACL, something like that.
He torn his meniscus. That's why he wasn't able to wrestle at the 05 One Night Stand.
And then he was a Money Bank winner for WrestleMania 22. So he had a lot going for him. Not only that, the man was an Intercontinental Champion at that time. And I believe he lost the title to, Shelton Benjamin. Right. He lost the title to Shelton Benjamin, which was nothing. And then he went on to face John Cena at One Night Stand. Ooh, excuse me. And and he won the title. Then that Tuesday, he gets the ECW title. So the man's walking around with a spinning title and the ECW and the revamped ECW title. And I think his run with that title, I mean, I wish he would have held it a little bit longer. I wish that didn't get caught. We would have had some very stellar matches. Him against CM Punk, him against Sabu, him against anybody. Marcus Corvon, Elijah Burke, just to name a few. But unfortunately, he got pulled over. Him and Sabu got pulled over for weed, and Big Show became the ECW champ literally a month after Rob Van Dam, ECW champ. Joe, your thoughts?
I had this on my list actually. Also, I was interested to see that. But my next one would be. It's not going to be a lot of people know the name, but I remember actually seeing this on Facebook when it happened. Brian McGee, a former WWE wrestler known as DT Porter, he had killed his pregnant girlfriend, went over to her house and stabbed her to death. And,
oh my God!
And he actually posted on Facebook his body covered in like blood. And with a knife, and I think maybe with a knife, but I remember that he was in bloody and taking photos and posting them on Facebook saying, I just killed her or whatever.
Who was this?
Brian McGee, a.k.a. DT Porter. He was in NXT when NXT was that, like, Florida Championship Wrestling and all that. So,
oh, wow.
So it's the thing that not a lot of people know about, murder or DT Porter, aka Brian McGee. He committed suicide after this, I believe.
Piece of shit.
No, he got arrested actually. So yeah, he's in prison.
Black guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. So, so your final pick, Dan, was the RVD incident.
Yeah.
If I had to pick my final, I'm gonna be honest. This one has been covered on so many occasions. It's been beaten down, but I would like to see it be put on Dark Side of the Ring, only because I want to hear never before interviews, never before seen stuff, and that's Scott Hall.
Then the sad thing is we go about how according to his friends like Xbox, he kind of had a downfall near the end of his life.
Yeah.
Drinking again after COVID started and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be sad though. Pretty sad episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would probably be your season finale. If I had to pick, that would be your season finale. I mean, it's been beaten to the ground. Everybody knew that Scott Hall had an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
And if you watch the Living on a Razor's Edge documentary, which was done so well, which kudos to WWE for putting that all together, because, man, that was a badass freaking documentary. Probably one of my all-time favorite documentaries, period. This one, I mean, obviously he was traumatized by that night he accidentally killed a guy, where he said it was self-defense, but the guy was coming after him. I believe he not shot Scott Hall, but he was about ready to.
Yeah, the guy.
I think he might have missed. Or
the guy pulled out a gun, and then Scott pulled out his gun and shot him.
Yeah, it was self-defense. So
yeah,
that triggered him. That triggered him to start drinking and all that other stuff. So I think that one's going to be a tough episode. Now, after the events of him dying, after him passing away, I don't think it would happen, because, I mean, obviously at this point, everybody knows the man had bad demons. The man showed up to one indie show completely drunk, completely hammered. And I'm talking worse than Jake the Snake Roberts in Heroes of Wrestling. You know, where he's making the woman touch his boob. Anyway. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much what I feel would make it in Dark Side of the Ring. We're all fans of the show. We will proudly. This will be a hell of an idea. Not only doing pay-per-view reviews, but also doing Dark Side of the Ring reviews. I have thought about doing this on Cult of Boudreaux since I started the channel, which has, I believe, like 60, damn near almost 70 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought about doing the Dark Side of the Ring retrospect series. I thought about doing that, kind of review all the Dark Side of the Ring episodes. And I think that'd be a hell of an idea of World Kayfabe kind of get on that. Like I said, we got a lot of ideas coming. This year is going to be the year of Kayfabe, World of Kayfabe. We're coming into summertime. We got some killer guests coming up. I got one guy in mind. It's a big name. Can't discuss it yet, but you guys can stay tuned, because trust me, I will be reaching out to him. So, with that being said, we have reached the end of our show. If you like what you see, go ahead and smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to all of our social media platforms, including Twitter, including Facebook. Check us out every Monday night, where we go live at now 9:30. We were going to do 9, but we decided, let's do 9:30. We all came in agreement. We're going to be doing 9:30. Don't you shake your head. I saw that. I saw you shake your head over there.
I'm good with 9:30.
I don't care. You shake your head over there, you bastard.
D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown, behave over there. And with that being said, check us out on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to our Twitter channel. That way you don't miss any of our updates or our tweets whenever we go, whatever. Anyway, I don't really fuck with Twitter. But with Facebook, don't miss out on the stuff that I upload or Dan uploads or even Joey uploads. We upload daily. I say daily. We upload every. I'm fucking up this outro, guys. I'm fucking myself up. Liquid Death. Thank you, Liquid Death. Keep me going.
Don't choke.
Fuck you, Joey. Anyway, if you like what you see, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you don't miss any of our content when we go live. And we'll also be doing, coming soon, hopefully we can start doing it pretty soon, pay-per-view reviews. We have been getting requests to do it. We had one request in particular to do WCW Sold Out 98. We're taking that into consideration. We're going to be doing that pretty soon. Hopefully soon, if Joey can somehow, some way, get the visual, not the audio. We'll be doing the audio. We'll be doing the reviewing and the stuff like that. Like I said, it's work in progress. We're getting there. And also make sure you subscribe to our Twitter and check us out on Facebook. With that being said, for Sick Nick, Staggerly Crocker, and Dan, hold on. Hold on. Before I end the show, I just kind of want to do this on upper. So Stagger, if you don't mind, in a little bit, as soon as I raise the shirt up, you know what to do. For that being said, for everybody who's watched this, thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've been keeping this, kind of choking myself to death. And yeah, so have a great night. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Goodbye!
Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.